with every divine judgment that was, of course, supernatural, that even his magicians were telling him was the finger of God. Instead of softening Pharaoh, it was hardening him. He was getting more rebellious, more angry. But he could not but recognize God's hand in the whole thing, and he calls him Lord repeatedly.
Well, and he says, entreat the Lord, for it is enough.
Yeah. There's this battle going on in his mind where he sees it's from God. He sees it's destroying his nation. But at the same time, he is so wicked, he won't let these people go because these people are a source of wealth to him. So you see Christ and Satan at war. You see the great controversy taking place. This is important when we understand how God hardened his heart as well as it says repeatedly that he hardened his own heart. We'll understand possibly at the end what's really happening. Look what God says to Pharaoh now through Moses. Look, chapter 10, verses 3 and 4.
Thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, how long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me? Let my people go, that they may serve me.
Does this sound like a God who's hardened him from day one to rebel?
No.
The whole thing becomes a mockery, the whole story. Why have 10 plagues? Why have repeated appeals? Why do you continually hearken unto Pharaoh when he asks to remove them? If you've hardened him for this end,
it would
regardless.
actually be cruel to make these appeals if there wasn't an option for him to come back.
Certainly. Look what his servants say unto him. For me, this is a very important verse. You can see how great the struggle is. Look at verse 7.
And Pharaoh's servants said unto him, how long shall this man be a snare unto us? Let the men go, that they may serve the Lord their God. Knowest thou not yet that Egypt is destroyed?
Amazing. Now, think about this in many ways. First of all, Pharaoh was like a god. Servants didn't speak like this to Pharaoh. It would cost you your head. They had to bow so many times and be so careful with the words they used and say things like, "O king, live forever," etc., these sort of things. But these people are so desperate now. They know they're going to perish. The whole nation's just being destroyed before their eyes. And they tell him, how long? That's what God just said to him. How long will this man, of course, Moses, be a snare unto us? Let him go, that they may serve the Lord their God. And then they say, knowest thou not yet that Egypt is destroyed? Anyone reading this whole story honestly cannot but see God was repeatedly appealing to Pharaoh. He just wanted to let his people go, and he was going to deliver them one way or another. He's going to do it in a way that the whole world would see that he's the God of heaven and earth, and that Israel had the true God. They're going to see it, but it didn't have to be that way. Of course it was, because God saw it that way from the beginning. He knows our every thought, our every action, and he uses it for his glory. But the entire time, it was Pharaoh who made those decisions and made those choices each time.